Hello there folks and welcome to a car review on Forza Motorsport 7, and today we're going to be reviewing the newly released 2018 Honda Civic Type R on DLC for the Forza Motorsport game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, as I haven't done one of these for a while, but hopefully this will be a weekly series on the channel, so if you do enjoy, make sure to leave a like. The Honda Civic Type R is a modern hot hatch introduced on the 25th anniversary of the introduction of the original Japanese-market NSX Type R. After setting a Nordschleife lap record of front-wheel drive production cars, and secondly scooping Autocar's best affordable driver's car title, there's a lot of intrigue as to how it compares with its competitors in-game, such as the Ford Focus RS and Mercedes-Benz A45. So through a series of tests today, we'll examine its speed, acceleration, brakes, drivability, and of course, enjoyment of driving the Civic, but it'll take a lot for me to praise a Honda. I threw myself straight in with this car, with 2 hot laps around the Indy version of the Brands Hatch circuit. I just mentioned how it'd take a lot for me to praise a Honda, particularly after their F1 performance from 2015-17 with McLaren. But already, I'm going to have to retract that statement. Wow, what a car. A 282 horsepower hot hatch full of speed and power. I can see exactly why it set that Nordschleife lap record. The Civic always gives its best, accelerating out of corners, blowing me away with the acceleration of the car, with some pretty good speed to boast with it. And if the Civic is as reliable as it is fast, it has the ability to be a serious front-wheel drive competitor. I had some worries with the brakes, as the Civic was generally quite wobbly on the brakes, but I'll probably put that down to my rustiness on Forza 7. However, we'll discuss that later in the wet session. The engine sound from this car also was beautiful. I tend to drive with music on in the background, but after listening to the engine noise in the background, I was more than content to drive with the in-game sound right up. Apart from when AC/DC Shoots Thrill came on Spotify. I can't resist that. Have a listen for yourself. Onto the numbers, the Civic set 2 very close laps, a 56.796 and a 56.650. As the 2 laps were so close, we're going to take an average for this test, and say the Civic got a lap time of a 56.723. So after 2 minutes driving around Brands Hatch, it can only surely get worse in the wet at Silverstone. I was right this time. The worries with my brakes were heightened as I locked up several times and had a close call with the wall on the second of my flying laps. I thought traction would be the issue in the rain, but it wasn't at all. The Civic sped away from the corners with no problems, like a robber getting away from a cop chase. Whilst it's useful in that context, it's also useful in a racing context. Onto the numbers in Silverstone, I set 2 different lap times, one of a 127.73 and one of a 126.319, the fastest of the laps surprisingly being the second lap when the mistake occurred. Whilst the braking stats on the car are better than competitors, with 4.9 stat compared to the likes of 4.3 and 4.5 out of 10 for the Ford Focus RS and Mercedes-Benz A45, I doubt the braking can get much worse, unless it spun at every corner and rolled over the barriers. So it'll be interesting to see how the Ford Focus and RS and the Mercedes braked. Maybe hyperbolic about that spinning and barrier comments, but still. Let's go more into the stats now with a drag and brake test around Barcelona. The first car's trip out of Britain took it to Barcelona for a drag and brake test. The test was pretty quick, just the 18 seconds. Off a standing start, the car got up to 100 mph from stationary in 14.63 seconds, and then went from braking to stationary again in 3.68 seconds. This is pretty standard in Class C, with Class D cars averaging about 5.5 seconds braking from 100 mph and 16 seconds accelerating up to 200 mph. So let's say it's around roughly about 1.5 from Class D to Class C, so this is pretty comparable. Obviously there's no data to compare to currently in terms of my own findings, but this makes for interesting reading as we review more cars and see how they do in the rankings. Subscribe to the channel and enable notifications to check out every video when it's released. Overall then, the Honda Civic Type R lives up to its credentials, with great speed, acceleration, drivability and particularly enjoyment with the car, doing everything you ask. Apart from braking, it's pretty goddamn impressive. For more Forza 7 car reviews, subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoyed this review. Apart from that, I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next Saturday at 6 PM for a new car review. Leave your recommendations down in the comments, but apart from that, I will see you guys next Saturday. Goodbye.